Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today I will be doing a 2025 update of the strongest duos in Minecraft events. Last time I did it for MCC only, and obviously that list was, very high competitive, high comp, a bunch of really strong contenders on that entire list. So this time around we have the same thing, but I wanted to do a 2025 update because there's so many new, strong players in Minecraft events now that I think it's worth mentioning them. This will be primarily the, MCC Block Wars players, but you'll see across the list. Starting off with the start of this list, start of the thumbnail here, which is number 10, Shane and Purpled. Now you might be a little bit confused. Why is Shane and Purpled, two of the best Minecraft event players? Why are they at number 10? What 9 duos could be stronger than Shane and Purpled? We'll get into that later. Let's start off with the facts, okay? Shane and Purpled have been given the opportunity to team together in the past in Block Wars Twitch Rivals, and despite being called an overpowered team by half the people who cared, they got third. They had a buffed substitute, and they placed third. Which is why, despite this having some of the highest potential, I have to put it at number 10. Because when they teamed together, they got third. There is more to it, but considering these people have, both of these guys have played, let's say, 10 plus Block Wars each, that's kind of crazy. Anyways, continuing forward, number 9, Fineberries and Fruitberg. This duo has never happened to our knowledge. It is a highly requested one, however. But I do think that this would be a very good duo if it came down to the opportunity occurring that they could team on the same team. Fruit, probably one of the most goated players in MCC ever. I think in terms of who has the most clips across not just MCC but Minecraft events, I think Fruit is kind of number 1. And Fine has been on a dominant run for a long time in Block Wars, and in MCC has shown that he's one of the best team leaders you could ask for, really, on your sign-up form, I guess. So I think combined, this would be a fantastic team, because Feinberg would lead the team, in an MCC or PB format. He only has 2 teammates he needs to worry about, because Fruit is like his own player. He will solo go on some crazy ass adventure time moment, and he will figure out anything and he will be fine. So that's number 9. Number 8, Goldi and Shun. For this moment, hold on. I will not be explaining this. Here you go.
Número 8, Goldi y Shun, un dúo fuerte en Twitch Rivals EU. Aterrizan en el puesto número 8 debido a su potencial para hacerlo mejor si se les da una segunda oportunidad. Siendo Goldi un jugador nuevo la última vez que lo vimos en MCC. Si Goldi estuviera en el equipo español en Pandora's Box Dragon Pit, posiblemente no hubiera quedado último. Muy bien.
Muy bien, that's the whole reason. Do I need to even say more? If this duo was given the chance to run it in an event where one of them wasn't a newcomer, I'm sure it would be the most overpowered thing of all time, considering Shadun's luck at MCC with insane teams or teams doing insanely well. I'm sure they would be able to pull through. Anyways, continuing forward, the list is going to take a little bit of a turn, but for the better, because number 7 is Queso and food. If you're wondering why the food isn't in the picture, Queso already ate it. This is kind of a situation where if you know Pokemon, there is in the most recent game there's a Pokemon called Tatsugiri. It's a little piece of sushi, and there's a big one, Dondozo, big fish. If the big fish and the sushi work together, the big fish eat the sushi. The big fish becomes unstoppable. This is a big fish on the screen right now, Queso. And if he eats food, it will be a catalyst that will make him unstoppable, okay? He will be an immovable object, obviously, but he will also be an unstoppable force because of the food. It will fuel his power to a very high extent, thus making it an insane duo, only filling up 1 team slot because he will just eat the food before it even gets put on the team. Alright, next up, we have Ashen Pikachu. Now, this one is maybe a bit of a controversial pick, because not only have Ashen Pikachu stepped away from the league, but also they have a very interesting track record in terms of which battles they have won and lost. If you're not aware, in the anime, Ash will go to a new region and lose to a level 5 starter right away, or what we assume is a level 5 starter, despite his Pikachu at the end of the previous season, like beating up Rayquaza or some stuff like that. I don't know what power scaling is going on in this, or if Pikachu like mental resets the entire way through in between every single series for Pokemon, but it makes no sense. Either way, they have strength and determination and potentially the strongest connection of anybody, alright? I don't think there is a stronger connection, maybe besides plus and minus on a magnet, but we're gonna ignore that. That's one thing. That can't be a duo, okay? So Ash and Pikachu gotta be number 6, okay? Number 6, that rounds out the bottom half of this list, considering there's 10 entries. We'll get to the honorable mentions after the 4th entry, but up to the next part, the top half, first entry, number 5, LeBron and MJ, okay? Hear me out. Instead of having a GOAT debate, who is the actual GOAT, LeBron or Michael Jordan? Why don't you put them together? Instead of a GOAT debate, it's just GOAT squared. 2 GOATs on the same team, and who would you pair up with these guys that wouldn't make it broken? I'm just saying, man, IRL Build Mart, these guys are like 7'7", they'll beat everyone up, okay? You think I'm tall? They're taller than me. Maybe, I actually haven't checked, but they're probably taller than me. They would destroy everything, alright? They know how to handle balls, and I think a lot of the contestants in MCC have balls, so they would... they would do great. Anyways, continuing forward, I don't think I need to further explain really what else is going on. They got hops and they can hoop. You know where hops are very convenient. Hole in the wall, you gotta hop through the wall or the holes. They know how to put some balls through a rim, and that's kind of is a hole in itself. So they're kind of the GOAT at hole in the wall. And as you can tell, if you're the GOAT at hole in the wall, you'll win MCC. I'm the freaking proof of it, okay? Anyways, continuing forward, you might be thinking, Wolfeei, how can you put LeBron and MJ on the board at number 5? Who is at number 4? An angry mother and a slipper. What are you gonna do when an angry mother has a slipper? Literally top fragging in PvP, by the way. And this, debatably, just like the Queso situation, is a one slot fill, but you get a duo because the mom is equipped with a slipper, okay? In-game custom item, slipper. Angry mother, you better watch out, alright? Because it's done for. Don't even try to contest, okay? There's a debate on the MCC Reddit of we need more high skill female representations. Put an angry mother with a slipper in there. Top frag right there. Number 1 player. FBM ain't shit. Purple ain't shit. Feinberg ain't shit. Fruitberries ain't shit. This would be your GOAT on an individual level. The only reason why this isn't number 1 is because I do question the teamwork aspect of this player. It feels like they are on a solo mission the entire way through, and they have one goal. I feel like the angry mother with a slipper suffers from tunnel vision quite heavily, and that might not be very helpful in a minigames event with multiple different objectives. So that's why this is just outside of the top 3. All right, let's get on to the honorable mentions before we get into the top 3. Starting off with chocolate and peanut, just shy of the top 10. This flavor combo is unbeatable, man. Chocolates and peanuts individually are great. Together, even better. Just like queso with food, considering this is a food, it's a catalyst, okay? Put peanut with the chocolate, it make the chocolate better. Put chocolate with the peanut, it make the peanut better. It's just better. It's fire, it's gas, straight gas. So that's one of the honorable mentions. Next up, we have Sans and Freddy Fazbear. This duo, similar to Feinberg and Fruitberries, is one we haven't seen, but on an individual level, both of these entries are quite scary and quite worrisome in terms of competition. However, the reason they do not make the top 10 is because I haven't seen them touch any competition. Sans never got added to Smash properly, and Freddy Fazbear only hunts kids, and that's kind of weird. So I don't know about that one. That's why they're not top 10. Anyways, continue forward. The next entry is my Twitch channel and you. Yup, shameless plug in the honorable mentions. Hey, at least it's not top 10. This idea to do this list again came from my Twitch channel. So if you want more silly billiness and etc., then you should check out the Twitch channel. You'll love the dumbass gang. They're very dumb. Okay, let's continue forward into the top 3. We have our first entry, one that honestly debatably could have been number 1. Red and blue. That's right. You know why this is number 3, or at least top 3? It's because red and blue has so many elements to it, okay? Not only is red and blue the typical color combo from Would You Rather TikToks, obviously super, super important. They're also Sonic and Mario. Also, in this image, you know, white comes along to play sometimes. You got red, white, and blue. That's the American flag. Red, white, and blue. That's the Dutch flag. Red, white, and blue. Well, more so blue, white, and red. The French, you know, you might not like the French sometimes, but the French got good shit going on, okay? They got baguettes, croissant, cheese, kind of goated. I'm just saying. Also, funny accent. I must say, it's kind of awesome. Paris, we'll skip Paris, but the rest is kind of goated. Anyways, red and blue, kind of insane. Also, you know, with Ashen Pikachu being at the number 6 slot, you know what a game originated Pokemon? You know, the representation that Ashen Pikachu are? Red and blue, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue. Literally some of the most iconic video games ever. Literally ever. And you get Sonic and Mario as well. It's insane. There's plenty of other representation. Obviously, red is also me, and blue would be, someone else? I don't know. X Shatter? I don't know. That's a pretty good duo, too. So yeah, red and blue got a slot in. Top 3. It's a fantastic representation in this top 10 duos list. And let's continue forward. Because, Wolfeei, what is better? Okay. What is better than red and blue? Okay, I know you're asking this question. Alright, and I got the answer for you. It's one you might not expect, but trust me, it's number 2. Me and Dual Lea. Look, man, she recently got engaged, but that's not an issue. That's just motivation. Alright, boys, lock in. Here's the reason why this duo is unstoppable. Okay. Number 1, we have potential. And if you're not aware, there's a thing in physics called potential energy. So physics on lock. Number 2, we have chemistry for sure. That's 2. Number 3, we have biology, maybe. I don't know. That's 3 though. I'm just counting all of them. If you don't know, in school, those 3 combined are the sciences. And if you want to go even further than that, so we have the power of science on our hands, okay? Red and blue ain't shit compared to science. And then furthermore, if you want to keep going in more scientific areas of life, we even have the power of math, because me plus Dual Lea is kind of awesome. So that counts. And also for digital footprint reasons, that was all a joke. But you might think, Wolfeei, you and Dual Lea, the fireworks, the sparks, they're flying, man. What could beat this? What is better? Alright, how is this number 2? I thought this was gonna be number 1. I knew it all along, Wolfeei. I thought this was it. I thought this was number 1. You're not ready. Time and space. That's the number 1. Time and space. Looping back on past topics, you know what else is time and space? Dialga and Palkia. That's a Pokemon thing. But not only are they Pokemon, they are part of the creation squad, Arceus being number 1, but obviously nobody can team with Arceus. Arceus is too cool for teaming. He is the solo legend. Below that, Dialga, Palkia, time, space. They're best. They're the best. Okay. Also, you know how much power you get with time and space? Everything in MCC and other Minecraft events requires space. If you don't have a map, which is space, you don't get to play the game. If you don't have time to play the game, you don't get to play the game. Okay, that's how simple it is. Time and space beats everything. If you control time and space, you win. You could freeze time and do some crazy shenanigans, and then unfreeze time, and boom, guess what? Everyone else discombobulated. That's how it works. So time and space, number one, undebatably. However, as much as I said undebatably, if you would like to debate it, you can in the comments, if you think there are better entries. Last year, I asked the same question, and I don't remember what you said, so this time around, ask me again, and when I revisit this in 2 years, I will yet again forget what you said, but it's okay, because right now I will remember what you said. Anyways, I think this list, compared to last year, is a lot stronger. I feel like the 2025 edition, compared to the 2022 edition, has a lot more representation and a lot more oomph behind it, okay? A lot more oomph behind it. Because last year, the honorable mentions were like salt and pepper, like, alright. I don't know if salt and pepper really holds up against time and space, and me and Dual Lea, I'm just saying, man, way higher level in 2025 than 2022. Anyways, thank you for watching. On a more serious note, if you'd like more random stuff like this on this channel, then feel free to let me know, because these are fun to make. We can be silly, and considering there's gonna be a break for Minecraft events for a little bit, I can just do this in the meantime. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fine. I do need to check my heart rate though, because it's gonna spike too much if I keep doing this too often. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.